it's Angela Fox reaching out to you from the Berkshire Group Realtors. Today I have a great topic that someone sent in, so keep those topics coming. But I'm going to answer the question as what is the difference between an appraisal and an inspection? Because a lot of people mix these together and think they're the same thing, and actually whether you're buying a property or selling a property, these are two separate processes and both very integral to getting to the closing table. So let's talk about the appraisal first. The appraisal's main purpose is to determine the value. Now, even though I've been selling homes for many, many years and sold hundreds of homes, and I can give you a really good idea of what your market value is, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I think the house is worth, what you think the house is worth, what your neighbor thinks the house is worth. It's an appraiser who's going to determine your final home's value. So this is why it's so important to the transaction and getting to the closing table. So the appraisal is to determine the value, and the person that really wants this appraisal done is the bank, the lender. The buyer is likely using a lender. Now, if someone's using cash, that's a different story, but a lot of cash buyers still want to have an appraisal to determine the value of their home. But in most cases, there's going to be a lender, and that lender is going to require an appraisal to be done. And the reason for is because they are the ones that are lending this large sum of money to the buyer for the home purchase, and they're using this home as collateral. So they want to make sure they have a really solid idea of what the value is. Now, in our current state of the market, we're in an escalating market. So the one thing I like to point out is that right now, appraisers will look at like homes, like style, like square footage. They'll make adjustments for the condition of your home, but they are looking in arrears. They're looking at sales that happened 3-6 months ago, and that's how they're determining your home value. But right now, when we're in a market that's escalating or continuing to add equity and home prices are going up, there's sometimes a discrepancy because the appraiser's looking in arrears and the market's moving forward. So sometimes we will have an appraisal gap, and that's a whole nother conversation we can talk about at another time. But that's the appraisal. And then there's the home inspection. This is what I've talked about on other blog posts and left you lots and lots of information on. But again, just remember that inspection is for the benefit of the home buyer. They're trying to figure out what they need to know about the home, what's not visible to the eye, what's going on behind the walls, what's going on with the electrical, the sewer line, the mechanicals, and making sure that they know what they're buying, and they also have a really good idea of what home maintenance they need to do in future years. So again, keep in mind the appraisal and inspection are two completely different items, both integral to getting to the closing table, whether a buyer or seller. And if you'd like to discuss this further, please reach out to me. You can reach me at 303-246-6629, or you can shoot me an email at angela@angelafoxsellsdenver.com. Thanks so much for watching.